Marla Moreno here. So today I'm going to share with you a really awesome recipe. It's super healthy and I think Bella is going to help me out. Got a little helper. So this salad is actually completely from my garden. So I have a lot of veggies, really yummy mix. I'm going to be using some spices. So this is something that you can prepare really quickly, really fast. I hope you guys enjoy. Please let me know if you make it or make something similar and share it using the hashtag MMMFitness. Alright, so here we go. First of all, I have one cucumber. This is a small cucumber. Like I said, this is from my garden. It doesn't have to be from your garden, but try to get organic if you can. I also have 5 cherry tomatoes. These are pretty big tomatoes, so if you want to use like 6 or 7 small cherry tomatoes or 5 medium size. I also have 5 basil leaves. These are really yummy, really great way to spice any kind of salad or flavor a salad. And then lastly I have purslane. So this is not a typical green that you may have eaten before. It's actually considered a weed, but before you write me off on this one, this is actually has the highest amount of omega-3s than any other plant source. Omega-3s are really important for joint function, brain function, and actually intaking fat helps you burn fat. So do not write off the purslane, really great for you. If you are going to find this wild, make sure you identify it correctly, as it can be dangerous if you don't know exactly what you're picking. I actually just grow this in my garden. I got it in the backyard and then I moved it into one of my garden beds. So, also excuse the nasally voice. I'm just getting over a sickness, so excuse that. I'm sorry, it doesn't sound too great. Okay, so this is pretty straightforward. I'm basically going to chop everything up. So the purslane, basil, tomato, cucumber, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you what spices we're going to use. I like my salads chopped up really small, like a chopped salad. I don't like to have a huge bite of just one vegetable. Plus I find that salads are a little bit easier to eat if they're more chopped up. But feel free to do what you want. See, we got a little helper, Bella. You want some salad? You know, she's so funny. She goes in the garden and eats the vegetables. She's crazy. Okay, so I have the purslane all chopped up really nicely. I'm going to go ahead and just use this nice bowl here. Go ahead and put the purslane in. One of my favorite parts of the summertime is being able to have fresh vegetables from my garden. Everything tastes so much better when it's fresh and when you know it's organic and you don't have to wait. Excuse me, I'm trying to talk here. Maybe I'll give her a little cucumber. There you go. What I was saying was it's so nice to be able to know exactly what's in your food. Plus, not to mention, it's so much more nutritious when you can eat it as close as you can to when it was harvested from the garden. So a lot of the vegetables that you eat probably have traveled a few days before you even can get to them. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and chop up this basil. You do want to probably chop up the basil pretty fine, just kind of like you would like any other spice, or just how you would find the dried spice. Go ahead and place that in the bowl. Alright, last thing, I'm going to go ahead and chop up these beautiful tomatoes. That's Bella's favorite, is the tomatoes, for whatever reason. And she likes to eat them when they're nice and red. She won't even get the green ones, so she knows when they're ripe and when they're ready to eat. You could also add a little bit of a twist to this and add some mozzarella, like a caprese salad, but I'm not going to do that today. I don't have any of that, and I just kind of wanted to eat this nice and quick for lunch. Okay, so now for the fun part. I'm going to go ahead and add some dressing. Dressing is a huge thing that you don't necessarily want to buy from the grocery store unless you know exactly what you're getting. Dressings are filled with preservatives and all added crap. So we're going to nix that. We're going to make our own. In this little bowl, I have a tablespoon of olive oil. You do want to try to get an extra virgin olive oil. And then also I have 1 tablespoon of vinegar. You can also use apple cider vinegar or rice wine or wine vinegar, whatever you choose, doesn't matter. So I have 1 tablespoon of each, and then I'm going to add Himalayan pink sea salt. Try to avoid just the table salt, it's very processed and has no mineral content. Also I have black peppercorns. This is nice because it's a grinder, so it grinds it fresh. And then, this is my favorite part, the garlic. You can use a fresh garlic clove. I don't have any, so I'm just going to use the dried garlic. So I'm going to probably put, let's say, maybe a ½ teaspoon of each of these. And I think Bella really wants to try this salad. I usually don't measure out the seasonings. I kind of just eyeball. But you definitely can measure. So ½ teaspoon of the salt, ½ teaspoon of pepper, and then ½ teaspoon of the garlic. Are you hungry? I think you are hungry. He just wants to say hi to the camera. Okay, last one. I'm not even going to measure this. I would just say ½ teaspoon on this. That's right. Yum. And then here is the garlic and the olive oil and the vinegar. Pour that over. Nice. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and mix all this up. Oh my gosh, this looks delicious. To add some protein to this, you can go ahead and throw in maybe chicken breast, chop up chicken breast. You can add fish. I'm not going to add any meat to this today just because I had a protein shake earlier this morning. Alright, and look at this. This is so beautiful, all finished, nice fresh summer salad. You got the vegetables, the omega-3s, tomatoes are really high in vitamin C, cucumber is great for your skin, and the olive oil is also the healthy fats which help keep you full. So I hope you try this out. I hope you enjoy this recipe. If you like recipes like this and you'd like me to share more of this, please let me know. I usually make more workout type videos, but if you like the recipe videos, let me know. Alright, I think me and Bella are going to chow down on this. I'm just kidding, Bella doesn't get it. You already had a cucumber. What are you doing? Let's try. Bella, you are missing out. I'm sorry. See you guys next time.